Friday the 13th, and you're going to get out there all the doing.
No, but I don't bring my 9-year-old to see it, even though I did. I'm not judging you for
My
going.
9-year-old is he was like
14, 15. Well, I brought Joshua to see that. That's smart as a child. And he sounded the whole time he was like, do you know like? I mean, I should have checked. And Rosemary and baby, I didn't go to that hospital.
Good afternoon. At this time, I'd like to call our City Council work session to order. Our first item is Spring Summer Program Update. Mr. Manager, please provide an overview.
Yes, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council. Tourism Development Director Teresa Earls will brief council on the upcoming spring and summer events held by tourism, the libraries, and park and recreation. Teresa, good evening.
Good evening, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I would just like to say hello, Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, Honorable Council, Mr. Manager. I'm excited to talk about all the fun things that we have planned within our 3 departments and a few things citywide. I have a lot of slides for you, but before we get going, I want to talk to you about something that's already happened. Suffolk was fortunate to be the location for the Virginia Association of Destination Marketing Organizations, also known as VADMO, our spring symposium last week, the 24th through the 26th. We held our annual symposium at the Hub 757. The conference attendees stayed at both the Courtyard and the Town Place Suites in North Suffolk with a reception at Decoys, and there was lots of dining throughout the north end of the city. This is our first time hosting the annual symposium, which is a professional development conference. And we've held a quarterly meeting, a much smaller meeting in downtown in years past, but this is our first opportunity to host the larger symposium. VADMO, just as we are a destination marketing organization, represents locales, whether they're cities, their towns, their counties throughout the entire state, as well as allied members in the hospitality industry. A big part of what the VADMO organization offers is something called the Virgo Awards. And this is a travel and tourism award that every year different organizations nominate, whether it's their programs, their campaigns, their leadership, their visitor center. A variety of categories are available to compete against other entities throughout the state. And we have judges from outside of Virginia who are also in the hospitality marketing industry judge all of the submissions. And this year, I'm very excited to announce that Suffolk brought home 2 Virgo Awards, one being the Destination Marketing Event of the Year, and that is for the 2022 Suffolk Peanut Fest. As you've heard a zillion times since then, it was one of, if not the most successful Peanut Fest in at least the last 20 years, with an estimated 100,000 people attending over 4 days. So we are excited to have the Destination Event of the Year award. And then also, probably a little more near and dear to my heart, if it's possible to get past Peanut Fest, we won an award for creative pandemic marketing. As everyone realizes, the tourism industry took a huge hit during COVID, and we all had to really regroup and decide how to reach our consumers, our citizens, our visitors. And this particular effort wasn't just tourism. It was Suffolk Tourism and our Market to Go and our relationships with our restaurants and making sure that they had patrons who understood carry-out and take-out. But it was also with Public Works, who made sure that we had ample parking for carry-out orders and sidewalk dining. And it was Economic Development, who helped with partnering with different restaurants and community organizations and churches to feed people every day from a local restaurant, so that people who are unemployed or underemployed could have a fresh local meal each day. So we are really excited to earn that award. It was a one-time, hopefully, knock on wood, no more pandemic awards, but we're really excited to just showcase all that the city put together and all the hard work of all of our staff. So that's about what happened last week. So what's coming up? I'm going to start with Parks and Recreation. As you know, people are looking for fun stuff to do with their children throughout the summer, and Parks and Rec has a variety of activities, programs, camps, and probably their number one camp is their Planet Recreation. This is a camp that exists at Booker T, Mac Ben, Oakland, Curtis Miltier Recreation Center, Creekside, and Northern Shores. And it consists of arts and crafts and games, and they have clubs and fun activities and field trips. And of course, Parks and Rec takes all of our children's safety very seriously, so all of their programs are complete with the CDC guidelines pertaining to childcare. So they want to make sure that everyone understands that their child or children are in good hands. These are 8-week day camps that run from 7 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, June 26th through August 18th. Not to leave out the teens and tweens, because they need something to do as well. Discover Your Future is a program that's offered at Bennett's Creek Rec Center and the East Suffolk Rec Center. This is an opportunity for the arts and crafts and games and clubs and field trips to extend to an older group of children so that they're not missing out on summer fun. That too is an 8-week camp, June 26th through August 18th. Then there's also something, Counselor in Training, or CIT. This is a chance for kids ages 14 to 17 to get some real world experience, some volunteer hours to go towards graduation, and to learn a little bit about what it's going to take to hopefully shape their future, whether they're going to college or into a trade, or hopefully want to be maybe a city employee one day. So this allows CITs to work alongside regular paid staff in summer camp programs so they can gain valuable experience. Also, there are so many specialty camps, and you'll see some are already at capacity because they're so popular. Hoops for Life is a basketball camp that is at Kings Fork Recreation Center. We have tennis summer camps, a culinary kids cooking camp, that's new, and it'll be at the Planners Club. Everyone is loving cooking these days with the Food Network, and I think that's a great opportunity for kids to learn some basic skills. Also, the Outdoor Explorers Camp is already at capacity, so perhaps get on the list early for next year, or a waiting list for now. Art Camp at the Suffolk Art Gallery is at capacity, and Hook a Kid on Golf is already at capacity. So Parks and Rec is already full steam ahead on summer programs. They also have Camp Limitless. This is therapeutic recreation for youth ages 6 through 21 with special needs. And this is a Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. camp. And this is a chance for campers to really flourish within a structured environment and feel comfortable with their peers. There's arts and crafts, games, sensory activities, exercise, and field trips. And of course, open recreation are activities that are open to everyone throughout the city. The Bennett's Creek Rec Center, the Curtis Miltier Rec Center, and East Suffolk Rec Center will be open with game rooms, computer labs, basketball courts, gyms, and that sort of thing. And of course, Cypress Park Pool will be open. It'll start out as holidays and weekends only, May 29th through June 25th, and then Tuesday through Sundays, June 27th through September 2nd. Fitness and activities by Parks and Rec, there's so much to do for all ages, really. Ages 17 years and up, as you can see, there's a long list of whether you're exercising and learning to stretch and balance, and whether it's weight loss or dance classes, senior aerobics, walking, there's something truly for everyone. There are a variety of programs that really do vary as far as age based on what the program offers. Girls just want to have fun, or parents' night out. There's even adult and pediatric CPR classes, first aid classes. There is something really for everyone to have a well-rounded summer, whether it's educational or fun or just good and healthy. Special events. We're really excited. Already this weekend, May 6th, we have a bike-in movie, which is at the new Bennett's Creek Rec Center that's going to be featuring the Goonies. It will be an outdoor movie, and food trucks and bounce houses and fun times for kids. You can ride your bike, you can park, you can walk. It'll be a lot of fun. And again, it starts at 8:15. You can get there early for all the fun activities, but it's got to be dark enough to show a movie outside. So there's fun stuff that happens before the movie starts. On July 4th, we'll have the Stars and Stripes Spectacular, which, as you know, is at Constance Wharf Park and Marina. The music is by Rocky 7. It'll be from 5:30 to 9:30, of course, ending the evening with fireworks from a barge in the Nansemond River. On August 26th, there's going to be a movie in the park in the Holland Ball Field, and that will be Super Mario Brothers. So we're super excited about that. And you'll see you all should have a magnet, a handy-dandy TGIF concert schedule. We have performances by Tidewater Drive, 504 Supreme, Island Boy, Slap Nation, Inside Out, Tailgate Down, The DeLoreans, and Wonderland. These concerts are split between Constance Wharf Park for the first 4, and the last 4 will be at Bennett's Creek Park. They're, of course, free and open to the public. From 6 to 9:30, there will be concessions available for purchase. You're certainly welcome to bring blankets or chairs just to make it a comfy, family-friendly evening. Moving on to the library, they have lots of fun events coming up. On May 27th, from 11 to 1 at the Chuckatuck Library, they're going to host a pet picnic. So if you have a people-friendly dog, maybe a cat, or other critters that you want to have a picnic with, please bring them as long as they're leashed or in a carrier. They're certainly welcome. There's no cost for this. It should be a lot of fun and great pictures. I want to go just to pet the puppies. And June, as you know, is Pride Month nationally, and Suffolk Public Library offers Pride Month every year. From June 12th to the 7th, you can pick up an advocacy kit for everyone. And on June 29th, from 6 to 7:30, there's an online activity called Suffolk Discovers LGBTQ+ History of the United States. That's with Michael Bronski. And then June 30th, from 5 to 8 p.m. in North Suffolk at the library, Parking Lot Pride. It's always a really busy, fun, and very colorful and exciting event. And as always, all library events are free and open to the public. June 17th through August 13th is a summer reading challenge. This year's reading goal is 20,000 books. Prizes will include a Kindle Scribe. The challenge includes Beanstack's Bingo feature in addition to logging books. So you can do this on the app or you can do it on paper. June 17th from 12 to 2 will be the Juneteenth, a celebration of our stories at the Morgan Memorial Library. And then on June 24th from 1 to 4, the Amazing Peanut Chase. This annual scavenger hunt throughout the city is super popular and a lot of fun for families. It begins at the Morgan Memorial Library downtown and ends at the North Suffolk Library. Then June 26th through August 18th, they will be hosting Mess Hall at the Morgan Memorial Library. Basically, that means kids 18 and under can come get a free lunch while doing a craft or an activity, and it's first come, first serve, but it's a great opportunity to feed the children throughout the downtown area and keep them busy for the summer. On July 21st, the Suffolk Public Library will be hosting a Barbie Bash in celebration of the new Barbie movie. This is for adults, and I guess really coming from a nostalgia perspective. That'll be at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts from 7 to 8:30. And then on July 28th, the National Teen Library Lock-In from 6:30 to 9:30 at the North Suffolk Library. Teens who want to spend the night at the library will have to have their permission slip signed by a guardian in advance. And then on August 5th from 6 to 8, the Planners Club will be the spot for the Summer Dance Soiree Under the Sea, also hosted by the Public Library. Now getting into the Suffolk tourism slides. We have a variety of farmers markets throughout the city at this point. Not all are run by your tourism department, but some are. Right now, there's an ongoing farmers market at Bennett's Pasture Shops on Bennett's Pasture Road. That's Thursdays from 3 to 6. That is actually operated by Pam Miller with the Embroidery and Print Shop and has become a really popular market. May 6th, which is this Saturday, is when we kick off our regular Suffolk Farmers Market season at the Visitor Center Pavilion. We have had a very successful first-time winter market twice a month this year, and it has grossed over $30,000 in sales in a couple of months. So we're super excited, and we expect to continue that next year. The regular market is on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., May through November 18th. And then the Bridgeport Farmers Market, which is run by the Bridgeport community, that's from May 14th to August 27th and operates on the second and fourth Sunday of every month from 10 to 2. They also have a variety of local fresh produce and vendors, and they also offer live entertainment. June 16th through September 1st on Fridays from 2 to 5, we're going to bring back our East Washington Street pop-up farmers market. This is something we started last year. The current plan is to have it at the East Suffolk Rec Center, so there's plenty of parking and restrooms, and it provides us visibility and access to the nearby communities. Because it's a pop-up market, we will continue to see how it goes, and we could always pop up somewhere else along East Washington. There's an exhibit on display through May 11th at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts called Walk on the Wild Side. And then on the 11th, May 11th at 6 p.m., there's going to be a presentation about the Great Dismal Swamp by biologist Susan Stanley at the Suffolk Center. They will have their Masters of Soul performance on May 13th at 8 p.m. This was continued from previously in the year where they had a band member pass away unexpectedly, and so they had to reschedule. So there's an opportunity to see Master of Soul on May 13th. If you already have tickets, they will honor those, and there may be a few tickets left if you'd like to purchase them. And on May 31st at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., they will be showing a one-person performance called Every Brilliant Thing. This is for ages in the 7th grade age and up, as it deals with a lot of emotional topics about mental illness and depression. But I've been told it's actually very comedic and therapeutic and entertaining. So through June 2nd, there's an exhibit called Re-Art. It's an invitational exhibit illustrating the importance of recycling through art. And that's at the Suffolk Art Gallery on Bosley Avenue. Then on May 13th from 8 to 2, Holland Ruritan Club will host their 5th annual Custom Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show. That will be at Ballfield number 3 in Holland. On Tuesday, now this is more than one Tuesday, but May 16th, June 20th, and June 18th, Suffolk Tourism hosts story time at the station, at the Seaboard Station Railroad Museum at 10:30 a.m. It's a free activity. It's basically story time with 1 or 2 books that typically focus on transportation, whether it be train or another form of transportation. We also provide kids with a take-home activity, and that, of course, is free. Reservations are nice, but not required, and you can go on SuffolkTrainStation.com to learn more about that. And then on May 20th, from 10 to 2, the Ruritan Club in Holland will be celebrating the 95th birthday celebration of Holland Ruritans, because as we all know, Ruritans actually started in Holland, Virginia, and they are celebrating their 95th year and will have the traditional parade and a variety of other activities. Suffolk Tourism likes to host movies at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts, and this summer is no different. We're calling it a blockbuster summer, and all these movies are $2 per person. They're shown on Sundays at 2 p.m. The first one will be June 11th, and we're showing Black Panther. The second is July 9th, and we're showing No Time to Die, which is a James Bond movie. And then, not that I'm biased, but my favorite will be August 13th, Top Gun Maverick, which will be a great chance. If you did not see it on the big screen, it's a real treat, and I suggest you come. Then we have the Suffolk Art League Open Members Show will be on display June 13th through July 14th at the Suffolk Art Gallery. And Suffolk Tourism also promotes Suffolk Sweets Week. This is a chance, it's very similar to Restaurant Week, but we're really just promoting the sweets and all the desserts that are offered by restaurants and bakeries throughout the city. That's the 15th to the 22nd of July. And then July 29th and 30th, the 2023 Chick-fil-A Sleepy Hole Amateur Golf Tournament will be at Sleepy Hole Golf Course. Saturday, August 19th and August 20th, we will have the 35th Annual Nansman Indian Powwow. And on Friday, August 25th, we will be hosting the 2nd Annual Suffolk Peanut Fest Golf Tournament, which benefits the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in New York. Last year, that tournament raised over $30,000 for Tunnel to Towers. And of course, we have a variety of guided tours, and we offer them on several different days. The ones that are going to be offered throughout the summer are the Cedar Hill Cemetery Guided Stroll. We also have the Hometown Heroes Tour of Cedar Hill Cemetery, our Victorian, Suffolk, dying to be there. Cedar Hill Cemetery Tour, our narrated bus tour, our ghost walks, our kayak excursions at Bennett's Creek, Lone Star Lakes, Lake Drummond, Nansman River, and of course, our Great Dismal Swamp Safari narrated bus tour. And that is the makings of a very busy summer. And all of our websites are listed at the bottom, so you can find all the additional events and activities that we have that I could not fit on this presentation. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Earls. Council, questions or comments? Vice Mayor Ward?
Yes, just have to ask a few questions, but this is really good.
Yes.
That's good. I just want to let know a couple of things that, even though I do little advertisement, and I just wanted to make sure anything this good and what you just showed me, where are you putting, if you don't mind me asking, the information?
Sure.
I don't want to hear about Facebook. I don't want to hear about that page. Where are you putting this?
You can find, not only can you find this book that you have in your hands in digital format on Issue, which is a website, which is linked to all of our websites. Visit SuffolkVA.com is our tourism website, and we consider that a citywide calendar, and so we provide all that information on there as well. I know each department advertises a little differently. As far as tourism, speaking from our behalf, we do a lot of promotion via Suffolk News Herald, the Virginian Pilot, and Virginia Tourism as far as their travel guide and so on. So yes, we try to get the word out as best we can. Social media is still a really popular and inexpensive way to connect with the public. And fortunately, we all have websites to provide additional information. The Visitor Center has brochures for all these activities, and the program guide, we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5. And all this information can be found in our libraries and in our rec centers.
Okay. Well, I knew the same thing what you're gonna say, but I'm not trying to knock how y'all do it. I'm just trying to help. A lot of these things you haven't been. I don't know if you've been to some of the communities I've been in, and I see all these kids nowhere and outside. Okay, they're not in the rec centers, whatever. My thing is, do you have any information as far as you got a contact person in Kroger? They have a bulletin board?
As far as tourism is concerned, probably not, but I can't
Okay.
speak for Parks and Rec and
Okay.
Library because they
Okay.
just may.
Okay, you have, what I'm saying, these communities need to know what y'all have
Absolutely.
going on, that good, what you just showed me. These communities need to know this. Do you have anything in Food Line? I mean, these places got bulletin boards.
Sure.
I mean, just takes anybody, just go put a sticker, put it in there. They can look at and see what's going on, and you can see what Suffolk offered. I just want to see, how do we do that? That's no knocking what y'all do.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying that the opportunity is there for us, and we need to let the people know. Have you given any, are you going to give some of this? I know you probably are, but I just want to hear it. Are you giving some of this to the little kids in school so they can take it to give it to their parents? And let them know you got this going on, that going on. I'm talking about the little kids now, because my
Sure.
grandson will make sure his mother know we got this going on. And Papa can take me there. I'm just asking.
Sure.
That's all I'm just asking, because
No, it's a great
I don't want
point.
to see this in Huntersville. When I ride past there, these guys are out there playing basketball, ain't got nowhere else to go. In Pewsville, the same thing. I just want to make sure it address talking to people that you really the need to.
I will say, and Mark's joined me to answer some of your questions as well. I know that both Parks and Rec and the library, they submit things via Peach Jar, which is through the school system. And so the parents are getting emails with activities on a regular basis. I am one of those parents, and I'm getting them. Also, too, tourism puts together activities and brochures for each month, and we deliver them to all of the apartment complexes, hotels, and community areas as well at the beginning of every month. And I'm going to turn it over to Mark because I think he has something to add.
So, yeah, we also, like Teresa said, we participate in the Peach Jar. The schools don't let us hand flyers out anymore.
I know.
Everything is all digital now
Okay.
with them. But we do have a distribution list for our program guides. We take these out to like doctor's offices and different businesses throughout the city. We try to put these out to as many places as we can, and then, as Teresa said, we also have them at all the rec centers, libraries, and the visitor center.
Okay, Mark, and I know you do that. If you can, make sure the Civic League have it, and you know,
Yeah.
make sure they have it, because the Civic League, even though
Yeah.
they ain't as big as they used to, they can still let you know the community that we have this going on.
Yeah, anytime I go out to Civic League, I always take program guides with me, and we distribute them out to the.
Right, even if you just call the
Yep.
president and tell them you would like to
Yep.
drop something to her or mail it to her, for they know that we got these things going on.
Sure.
What's going on?
Absolutely. We also have our digital newsletters that people can subscribe to keep up to date We send out city newsletters and tourism newsletters on a monthly basis to keep everybody in the loop. So we try to cover all of our bases. I do like the idea of hitting the pavement and spreading, even if it's just a flyer, on a bulletin board. I think it's an easy opportunity. So we will definitely take that into consideration.
All right, thank you.
Council, any other questions or comments? Ms. Earls, before we leave, certainly more than an impressive list of events that we got coming up now through the fall. I've got a State of the City coming up in a couple of weeks, and I wish we could allocate enough time for you to do this presentation to 500-plus people in a room to let them know what we have going on in our city to improve quality of life for our citizens, because that's what it is. These are quality of life issues, giving kids options and recreation, and I don't know if we can make sure we get it in the State of the City, but if I can, I'd get you 20 minutes to do this. What's also impressive, and I don't think we probably take it for granted, but you look at the bottom of the screen, this is an effort by 3 departments working collectively to make this happen. I'm sure everyone is involved in it. We got the library, the visitor center, and Parks and Rec. So sometimes we just consider you do your thing, Mark does his thing, or Clint does his thing, but really, y'all are working together to use the assets that the city has to get the best use out of all the assets and resources we have. So I really do appreciate that. Also, not only is it those 3 agencies, but we look at the Suffolk Art Gallery, Suffolk Center for the Cultural Arts in particular, and how these agencies are working hand in hand along with the Rotary Club and some of our other civic groups. So altogether, it paints a great picture. We do have a lot to do. If anybody thinks we don't have a lot to do, they're just not paying attention. But to the Vice Mayor's point, a lot of these folks, they don't they don't do social media. So in the areas where that's the case, of course, I think you get the books out to rec centers and that sort of thing, and that's where it needs to go, where the population is that may not be made aware of it. So with that being said, thank you very much for your presentation and everything that you folks do.
Thank you.
Okay, that concludes our open part of the work session. We do have a need for a closed meeting this evening. Madam Clerk, will you please read the motion for consideration?
Pursuant to Virginia Code Sections 2.2-3711A8 and A1, the consultation with legal counsel employed by a public body regarding specific legal matters, requiring the legal advice of such counsel, and the discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for appointment and the assignment, appointment, and performance of specific public officers or appointees of the city, specifically the appointments as shown on the attached list for vacancies or term expirations for the Early Childhood Development Commission, the Economic Development Authority, the Historic Landmarks Commission, the Local Board of Building Code Appeals, and the Tidewater Youth Services Commission. Item 2, pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A3, the discussion or consideration of the acquisition of real property for a public purpose or the disposition of publicly held real property where discussion in an open meeting would adversely affect the bargaining position or negotiating strategy of the public body, specifically tax map numbers 25A *J17, 34G 18A *306, 34G 19A *307, 34G 18A *308, 34G 18A *318 *320, 34G 17A *161 *162, 34G 17A *163, 34G 17A *164, 34G 17A *165, 34G 17A *167, and 34G 17A *168 *169A.
Council, a motion has been presented for consideration. Councilman Fawcett,
Move to approve, Mayor.
got a motion for approval from Councilman Fawcett. Councilperson Butler Barlow,
Second?
second from Councilperson Butler Barlow. Is there any discussion in the motion? Hearing none, council members prepared to cast your vote. Please cast your vote. Madam Clerk, please record the vote.
The motion is approved by a vote of 8-0.
This work session is adjourned, and we will reconvene at 6 p.m.